Hello guys, welcome back to another test run video. This is going to be the last test run video that I'm going to be making because I feel like I've gone over a lot of things and I'm just going to show you guys like just the last few things that I probably forgot to show you guys, and they're going to be very fast, and then I'm going to jump into the you know my test realm review, what I actually think, my analysis, and I'm just going to be critiquing overall on my thoughts about the test realm. But I didn't show you guys the key boss in Imperia, his actual location and where to actually find him. So I am in Imperia, the Arrow Shores. So we're going to go into this teleporter and we are going to take ourselves to Port Arrow. So he's pretty hidden. I mean, it took me a while to find him. And I think what makes this key boss a little bit difficult is, just his location. So you're going to want to go to the I think right now we are in the southwest Arrow Plains. Let me just make sure. Yeah, southwest Arrow Plains. So we're gonna go all the way to the northeast Arrow Plains, and he's pretty much somewhere hidden. It's kind of hard to find him, but that's why I'm gonna make this quick little small video for you guys. It kind of takes a while to get over there. But I also want to tell you guys, I didn't really like farm this boss just because on the, I would say for me, it kind of took me like 30 minutes or 35 minutes each battle. And the first time that it was, oh yeah, hang on. After you guys get over here, you see this little bridge right over there? You guys gonna want to go over that because you guys can't cross this small river. So just go over here, cross the little bridge, and then you guys are gonna see him, and he is right over there. That's it. That is where the gold key boss is. That's his location. So we're gonna take ourselves to my Celestia house, and we're gonna just talk from there. You guys can actually just minimize the like your window. If you guys are doing something else, you guys can actually just minimize the window, because I'm just gonna be talking to you guys about the test realm and my thoughts overall. So I'm waiting for my Celestia house to load. But anyways, as I was saying, guys, the reason that I didn't do the key boss is just because the time it consumed. And again, I mean, I personally, like, I wouldn't waste time farming a boss that is kind of a little bit difficult. You guys probably already seen some videos. The first stage of the boss, you guys have to defeat him with, I think, 40,000 or 35,000 health. Then he splits into two. Which is gonna be the stage two. It's gonna be, you have two bosses that have 20,000 health. After defeating them, you guys are going to, those two bosses then split up into two. Like, so you got one boss split into two, so now you have two small minions that have 10,000 health. And then if you defeat the other minion that has 20,000 health, he splits into two. So now you have 4 minions that you have to defeat that have 10,000 health each. And it kind of becomes a little bit like kind of stressful, because they do a lot of damage. I mean, it's almost like if they have a lot of pierce and a lot of damage on you. So you guys gotta take that in mind, that the key boss, you know. Also, on the first stage, when you guys only get to fight one boss, I believe he's like 40,000 health. You guys can only trap during that stage. The second stage, when he splits into two, you guys can actually start using blades. And then the third stage, when you guys get those little mini bosses that have 10,000 health, you guys can actually use traps, blades, you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it kind of gets a little bit. I would say you need a healer, maybe a Jade, to spam heals to keep you guys alive. But yeah, I mean, that's the key boss. Also, I want to show you guys the pet that I got. The little hamster, whatever you guys want to call it. There he is. Very, very cute. If you guys just want to see how, if you guys are just wondering, like, any dances he makes. I could show you guys, like, just a dancing animation, or if he casts a spell. So all he really does is just move his little butt. It's very cute. It's a cute little hamster. Yeah, that's all he does. Just move his little butt. But yeah. Anyway, guys, let's start with we're reviewing this test realm. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. What I think about this test realm is it's not a great test realm. It's a good test realm, because one thing we know is what we got out of this test realm is, you know, we take a first look at the Thecathon event and we get to see this new event coming into the game where you guys can get these special hands of faith type of gloves, you know. And the only downside that I don't like about this event, and it's just, you have to make treasure cards in order to do this event. That's the only thing. It's like, I know this event, I mean, for me, it's like time consuming, where your stats are not like, the stats that you have, they are not, you know, applied. You cannot use them at all. I mean, for the Lost Pages event and for the 5-box event, you guys can actually use your stats. And I feel like the rewards that you get for the 5-box events, I like them. I like the rewards. I like the, you know, just the storyline of the 5-box events, the quests that we have to do, because it kind of tells us a history of Wizard101 and some of the characters. For the Lost Pages event, I believe you can get like mounts for the 5 pages events. I don't know what else you can get. I never done the Lost Pages event, but I believe you can get a bone dragon. I don't know. I read that somewhere. You can actually get a bone dragon like as a drop if you do the 5, not 5, but if you do the Lost Pages. But this one, what you able to get is, I think you get to craft some, some hands, some gloves, the ones that I showed you guys in my previous test one video, and I'll put them on right here. So I believe you get to craft like these gloves, and you have to upgrade these to make them more, I don't know, more like add animations for, just make them look more cooler, more epic. I mean, that's a good thing. It's just, I don't like the fact that, personally, like, I don't like the fact that you have to make treasure cards, and, I fought some of the battles. I can't get past stage 4 because my wizard ends up dying, and the minions, they frostbite, and it's just, it's a hassle. It's very stressful to try to surpass the stages, stage 4, stage 5, and so on. So honestly, like, am I gonna be doing this event? I might give it a chance, but just to let you guys know, I did get pretty bored after the first 10 minutes of the event. Even though, there are prizes at stake. Like, let's see. You do get this gobbler mount, this exclusive pet, and maybe you get some packs as well. But honestly, guys, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be, wanting to do this event. It depends how it goes. It is test realm, guys. I gotta keep that in mind. It is test realm. They might modify some things, but I don't know. I want to say, like, I'll give it a shot, and when it hits live realm, I'll give it a shot. I'll try my best to, try to get to the maximum, place, but anyways, that's what I think about the new event. It's just like, I don't know, like, when test realm goes live, I don't know if it is going to, like, how long. I mean, I believe 6 days. We have 6 days for this event. But after that, after test realm goes live, we're just gonna have to we're just gonna be stuck with the graphic updates, the key boss, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. But I feel like most of the time and dedication went into the graphic update. They had to update Colossus Boulevard, Firecat Alley, Triton Avenue, Cyclops Lane, Dark Cave, Haunted Cave. So they gotta update all of those. And I forgot to show you guys, there are some minions, the Flame Guardians, that are in Quackatopia that also got an update. So they kind of teased us a little bit, saying, like, they kind of implying, like, hey guys, we see that you guys like the graphic updates. Well, I mean, some of you guys like the graphic updates, so we're gonna go ahead and just, update these Flame Guardians in Quackatopia, just to give you guys a little teaser that we are going to be upgrading Quackatopia sometime in the near future. And to be honest, I'm a big fan of the graphic updates, but I feel like for the graphic updates, it's not really like, it's honestly not giving us, the players, anything else to do. I mean, we can just sit around and admire the graphics, but it's honestly not keeping us busy. At the end of the day, people log into this game to do things, either quest, PvP, work on their pets, or take care of their plants in the garden. But I mean, I know they try to like integrate these types of things into the game, like for example, daily assignments, which I believe nobody honestly does. Monstrology, some people they do monstrology, some people do not. I'm not a big fan. I don't do monstrology, daily assignments. I don't do any of that. The only time I come in the game is or like just to spend time to watch PvP, or you know, do a tournament, or just PvP, train a pet. That's about it. Or maybe even farm. Like if I need like a piece of gear, I'm gonna farm for it. So that's the only reason why I actually like log into the game. Or maybe even just to decorate like a house. You know, I get bored, I want to decorate a house. So that's probably the only time. Let's see. So we talked about the new event. You know, after 6 days, guys, that event is going to be gone. Keep that in mind. And also, you know, you don't have to do the event. It's just if you want to participate in the event, you can. But I mean, I'm not trying to bash this event. It is just there. It's an optional thing to do in the game. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But I honestly, like, it's kind of difficult for me to, you know, boost up, and I find it time consuming. You know, you make all of these treasure cards in order to survive, in order to hit a lot in the, you know, in the gauntlet or dungeon that they have. So, and graphics, again, we can just admire them, but I feel like for the graphic updates, I honestly appreciate them putting it into the game, and I love the graphics, the way they look, like I told you guys in the first test run video. But it's just there's nothing to do, you know, in the game. It's freaking like, it's a good test run video, like I said, but it's not juicy. It's nothing that keeps us occupied. And that's what a lot of people, you know, want to see in a test run, something to keep them occupied. When they put that when they implemented the pet hatching kiosk, where you guys can like search for pets and look at the talents, that kind of kept a lot of people occupied. You know, people who didn't have good pets, they spend a lot of time planting and farming for snacks or something like that, and it kind of kept them occupied to work and get a better pet, farming for gold. So those are the types of updates that I kind of want to see. And like I said, just working on the graphics, it's great, it's good. I feel like it's a little bit like, you know, it's 2019. You guys are like, they're barely like came that in mind. I just feel like it's a little bit, you know, too late, because this test run, to be honest, it's a little bit dry. I'm not actually like feeling it. You know, the graphics are gonna be there. We can't like interact. We can't do anything with the graphics. All we could do is just like walk around Triton Avenue, Cyclops Lane, just admire them. And then after 4 days, you know, it's just, there's nothing to do. The only thing to do is maybe do the event, which is going to be there for 6 days, as you guys probably already see. I mean, I think that's the time left, 6 days. I think that's the time length that they're going to make this event available, and then it's gone. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the key boss. So the key boss that I just showed you guys is, like I said, it's a little bit, you know, it's manageable. You guys can do it, but as I was saying, that when I first did it, I did it like 4 times or 3 times, and I didn't get like, I got trash. I got complete trash. I felt very, very like kind of pissed off, because I thought since this was test realm, the drops would be easy. You know, they will give you exactly like what drops are there. I'm not going to be spending like a whole freaking day just to see what the drops are. If you put the drop rate at like 5%, and a lot of people, I mean, are trying to figure out what exactly makes this boss a special boss to farm. What loot does he actually drop? Does he drop an updated hat? Does he drop a mount, a good pet, like, or a cool looking wand, like, or maybe even a spell? What does this boss drop? And I did it like 3 times, 4 times, and I didn't get, like, I just got trash on. Everybody in my team, those 3 or 4 times that I did it, they were like, I got nothing. I did not get absolutely nothing. All I got was treasure cards, some gold, some ingredients, and some snacks. That's all I got. Maybe a housing item that's already in the game, but that's honestly all we got. So we were frustrated, we got a little bit pissed, and we were like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to spend my time in this test realm. They honestly should make the drop rate for the boss, especially in test realm, they should make it where we can actually see, is it worth farming this boss. But I don't think, maybe it was a glitch, maybe it was a bug, I don't know, but I was a little bit overwhelmed with the drop rate. Like, I don't even know what the boss drops, to be honest. Am I gonna do it again? Probably not. I mean, like I said, that boss, the way the fight goes and the amount of damage that those little minions do, I mean, there's 3 stages. After you do 1 battle, you do the 2nd battle, and then you do the 3rd battle. And those little minions, I mean, they got resistance. They got resistance to storm and maybe some other schools, but they do not have resistance to fire. So if you have a fire, they actually boost on fire. But yeah, I mean, I just spent like 3 hours or like 2 hours, 30 minutes if you combine the time spent all together, and I was like, I'm not getting any drops. The drop, like, something must be wrong with the drops. That's the whole thing about test realm. We want to see the gear, we want to use the gear to test it out, but I don't know what makes that boss a key boss, but I didn't get any drops. So and honestly, like, even if there is a piece of gear that boss drops, it's keep in mind that King's Isle in one of their live videos, they were saying how they were gonna be creating this new type of dungeon where we get upgraded gear. So right now I have the Malister gear on, this one, and then we got the Malister boots of Flux, and also the hat. So I believe they're going to be making a dungeon. They said this in a KI live video that they're working on the dungeon. They're working on the stats. So if this boss does drop like some new shoes or a hat that have better stats, would I be able would I want to farm for that piece of gear? And the answer is no. Why would I farm for a piece of gear when they're gonna I feel like they're gonna be coming out with the new level 130 dungeon in a summer update. They're just gonna make it seem like, oh, you know, this is a good piece of gear. Go ahead, guys, farm for it. But unless this key boss drops the whole set, the entire set, like updated shoes, updated robe, and updated hat, like the stats, then yeah, I would. But if they're just gonna drop like an upgraded shoe or updated hat, like with great stats, then I'm just not going to. You know, I rather just wait until they make the level 130 dungeon that might come out in the summer update, but who knows. But I rather just wait for that than just spend like 3 or 4 hours farming for that key boss, you know? So I don't know if I want to actually do the key boss. After test realm, they honestly should have made the drop rate for the gear or whatever the hell he drops. They should have made it like they should have hired the drop percentage, because you know that boss takes time. You know, it honestly takes time, and this is test realm. I'm not gonna be spending a whole lot of time farming for a boss that just literally gave me trash. So I'm sorry I didn't that's the reason why I didn't cover the key boss. If you guys were wondering why I didn't make a video about the key boss. Next up, we're gonna be looking at the but we're just gonna be talking about the treasure card vault. Now I feel like the treasure card vault, we can actually look at it in the crown shop. We go to furniture and it should be somewhere around here. Treasure card vault. This is probably one of the long things that people or the community and Wizard101, they have been asking for. A treasure card vault is what it's the like one of the things that I've seen a lot of people say they should integrate into the game, and here it is, guys. We finally got it. This is probably one of my favorite things about the test realm. Besides the graphics update, you know, I like it, but you know, I don't really like it. So anyways, I like the fact that, you know, for people, like I said in my test one video, for people who do like a lot of plants and, you know, they get overstocked with treasure cards from the harvest of the plants, this actually works very good. It kind of like, you guys can actually use it as a bank. You guys can buy a lot of empowers and put it. So especially for people who like to save a lot of treasure cards for their wizards who do a lot of PvP, like Icebird, Storm Elf, Storm Hound, or Fire Beetle, or stuff like that. For a lot of people who like to do a lot of PvP, they can store this into their house on their wizard, and they could just grab and grab and go. They don't have to be worried about they don't have to worry about reaching the maximum treasure cards in their right here in their backpack. They don't have to worry. They could just keep it in that vault and it will be safe. Because sometimes what ends up happening is when you quick sell treasure cards that you don't need or you don't want, you might accidentally sell one of the treasure cards that you need for PvP. So, and like I said, it kind of works as a bank. You guys can put a lot of empowers, and when you guys need gold, just go to your treasure card vault and just take them out and sell them into the bazaar. So it kind of works as a bank. That's probably one of the good things they added and implemented into the game. Let's see what else. We talked about the event, which I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I appreciate it. Again, KI, I honestly appreciate the graphic updates. I appreciate the new event. I know you guys are trying like your very best to come up with ideas on how to, to distract and keep players into the game with these new, updates, daily assignments, Minstrology, fishing, and this new event that you guys added into the game. I know you guys are trying your very best to keep us occupied, but sometimes I don't know. I mean, I feel like the best thing that you guys done so far is making tournaments free for members. So that's probably one of the best things you guys have done. A lot of people like to do tournaments. It's very fun. I find it extremely fun. But again, I like the fact that they're kind of giving you a free permanent mount to the top player, whoever ends up on top. But to be honest, overall, guys, I feel like this test run, guys, it's dry. When it comes to content, when it comes to your wizard actually logging into the game, finding things to do, after 6 days, honestly, after 6 days, guys, the event in live, when test run goes live after 6 days, we're gonna go back to just, I don't know, it's just like this test run it's good, but it's also dry. I mean, like, I mean, I'm sorry if I sound repetitive, but it's just, I honestly expected something like to keep us occupied, and it's just, I like it. It's a good thing that they're doing with the game. It's just, again, it's like, it leaves us with nothing else to do. This event is not gonna last a whole freaking like month. It's just here for a limited time. 6 days is all we have, guys. After that, it's gone. What else are you gonna do? You're gonna farm that boss. You're gonna spend like 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes just on getting drops? Are they gonna fix the drop rate when it hits? Because a lot of people, what ends up doing is a lot of people give up easily, and that's what I noticed. They give up on making the perfect pet. They make up farming for a piece of gear. They're gonna be like, you know what, screw this. I'm not gonna get overwhelmed. I don't have to stress over a game, and they just log off. The same thing might go with the event. People are gonna be a little bit frustrated that they have to make treasure cards in order to, hit a little bit hard on the mobs that are in the event. I would say that if you are a hardcore player, a player that like just likes to excel in the game, what the game has to offer, and just get exclusive items, then I would see hardcore players, try the very best to farm the key boss and make it up on top where they can actually get the animation of the gloves. They could upgrade the gloves. That's the way I see it. But a lot of people, what makes a lot of people in this community in the game, like log into the game, is strictly just PvP. Second would be questing, but a lot of people like to do PvP. A lot of people like to quest, and I'm not saying like a lot of people love PvP, because I've noticed that there are some problems that they have to fix with PvP, but nonetheless a lot of people like doing it just because that's the only thing that makes them feel strong, that makes them feel. Hang on guys, let me get my charger real quick. That's the only thing that makes them actually feel great about the wizard. They get to battle with different other people in the game, and especially in tournaments, it makes them feel proud of their wizard. So, I guess that's the thing. They also just made a new treasure card display housing item. So we'll go to furniture, and then we're gonna go all the way down here. So you guys can display treasure cards. I honestly have nothing to say about this. Not because I love it, not because I hate it. It's just, it's a new housing item. That's basically it. This one is optionable. It's just the housing items, and I like it. As a person, you guys can probably see my Celestia house. I like to decorate a lot. As a person who's into decorating, I honestly, I love it. I love this one. You guys probably saw my video that I kind of put the Storm Phoenix. So I'm going to be using the treasure card vault and treasure card display. But also, guys, another thing that what I noticed about this new event is, hang on. Let me go to everything, and then I believe the packs are, here we go. I feel like with this new event, they're trying to make some type of money off of it, They integrated these bundles into the crown shop. The Ice Thecalon bundle, Master Thecalon bundle, and so on and so forth, guys. And you guys can already see, like, they added these into the crown shop. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're trying to make some type of like money, and you know, again, at the end of the day, they do have to make some type of revenue when it comes to like, you know, when it comes to updates. They kind of want to put a little bit of like, you know, revenue. You know, try to get some type of money, to see if people are willing to pay to excel in this event. So there you guys have it. I believe you guys will also be able to buy these bundles with gold. It says it right there, 45,000 gold. This one, 5,000 gold, 15,000 gold. So yeah, but also one thing I didn't cover was the additional character slot. Another crown shop item. And I told somebody who commented in my video about the test realm, this additional character slot is a little bit controversy. A lot of people are saying it's a good thing. Some people are saying it's a bad thing. But I'm just going to be straight out and tell you guys that honestly what I think about it is let me see. It's a good and bad thing, guys. It's a good thing that they implemented this character slot, so you can now have 7 wizards, all of the schools, on one account, and you no longer have to make 2 accounts. You are no longer have to make a second account to have all 7 wizards, all 7 schools. You can finally just have all 7 in one account. And for the price, I mean, if you guys buy the 60,000 crowns, or maybe even the 80,000, or I think it's 90,000 for $80. If you guys buy, this pretty much is pretty cheap. And honestly, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they make a sell. They're most likely, like, usually when they integrate a new pack or they integrate a new item, like an elixir, usually they cut it off to 50%. They have this little like 2-day or 1-day sell where they cut the price in half. So it's probably going to be like 9,000 for an additional character slot. So to be honest, it's not that expensive. If you guys buy crown bundles, like you guys spend $80 or $60 and you guys get like 60,000 crowns or 90,000 crowns, just 18,000. It's not expensive at all. At least for me, you know. Also, the expand friends list elixir. So the maximum friends you guys can have currently is 150 friends. But with this elixir, you guys get a bonus plus, like, you guys can add 25 more friends. So the maximum friends you guys are going to have will be 175 friends. That's a lot of friends if you ask me. But you guys can actually buy this one in the crown shop just for 2,500 crowns, which is very cheap. Especially like if you want to, I mean, I know I have a lot of friends on my storm. I have a lot of friends on my death. So I might want to buy this to, you know, just to add some of my subscribers, some of my viewers on my YouTube channel. So yeah, it's this one, I like it. It's a thumbs up. Additional, I feel for the character slot, I forgot to mention, sorry guys. But I feel for the additional character slot, it's a little bit too late, honestly, King's Isle. I mean, again, I appreciate you guys thinking about, this idea, but it's just it's too late in the game to add this into the crown shop. I know you guys are going to try to, like, you guys want to make some type of revenue, and you guys are trying to, like, kind of juice any money you guys can get, and that's understand. I mean, you guys are a gaming company, you guys got to make profit. But and you know, you guys are probably going to, sell some of these. By the way, guys, I recommend that you guys wait until this goes on sale for like half price, which is 9,000 crowns. Don't spend 18,000, please don't. Just wait for it to go on sale, just like they do with the level 50 elixir. Just wait. But for the additional character slot, guys, I feel like it's kind of late. I mean, if you guys honestly like look at the last year, they made the pet hatching. They made tournaments for free. They kind of made the graphic update, the loading screens. Every time we go to a different, word in the spiral, the loading screens, the pet hatching kiosks, graphics, and now with the character slot, they're kind of a little bit late. I mean, this game has been around since 2008, and I just feel like right now you guys just deciding to implement these things into the game. Again, I honestly love it and I appreciate it, but it's just personally, KI, I feel like had you implemented these type of things into the game, you'll probably have more customers. You guys will probably make more money had you guys put the character slot in a few years back. Because right now, guys, everybody, I would say like a lot of people have second accounts. A lot of people, they already have like, some people even have 3 accounts. Some people have 2 accounts. But I don't know, personally, I feel like you will make some money, don't get me wrong, but it's just for the character slot, some people aren't going to buy it because they already have a second account. So that's the downside. When it comes to like things like that, King's Isle, I recommend you guys think of it more ahead, so you guys can actually make some profit. But you guys will get a little bit profit with this idea, the character slot, But yeah, I mean, I think that's all I want to cover for you guys. Also, for the 25 extra friends that you guys get to add, that's a very good idea too. I mean, a lot of people, I mean, I'm for sure going to be spending a few crowns on that potion because I have a lot of friends that want to add me in the game. And I kind of need some space in my friend list. So that's a good idea. That's a thumbs up for me. But yeah, I mean, this test run was kind of dry when it comes to content. When it comes to things that you can actually do, it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit dry. I honestly love the 5 box event because it's, you guys can actually, like, we spend a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and a lot of opening packs just to like get our stats, get like high damage, high critical. We spend time and money, and for us, for this event to not be able to spend our stats, like, use our stats and have to make treasure cards, I mean, it's just, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel a little bit edgy. I don't want to come off by sounding I'm a little bit picky, but this test run overall, it was a good test run. It's nice to see that they're just starting to update the graphics, which again, I think it's a little bit, it's kind of a little bit late. When it comes to updating graphics, I feel like had they done it like maybe like 3 years ago, or maybe even 2 years ago, back in like 2017 or 2016, that would have been great. But don't feel so bad, King's Isle. You guys did an amazing job with the graphic update. I know a lot of like dedication, a lot of coding went into these graphics. Shout out to all the artists at King's Isle for making this graphic update work. I'm a big fan. Like I told you guys, I'm gonna be taking screenshots when I make videos there. So, but I mean, I guess that's it. That's all I really want to cover. Nothing much. Also, guys, if you guys noticed, my live PvP series has started. I posted my first match, and I think that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this test round video. Hopefully I covered everything. I always try to cover. I know some people, like some Wizard101 YouTubers, they like they don't really cover a lot, and I know that they don't cover a lot because the amount of time that it takes to upload a long video like this kind of takes a while. It probably takes like 3 hours, and the amount of time that it takes to upload a 10-minute video is probably like maybe an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. But at the end of the day, I don't care how long the video is. I'm going to try to cover everything I can, everything possible, just so I could get it out the way. But anyways, that's all I honestly wanted to talk to you guys about. And hopefully, you guys might feel different about the test run. You guys might have opposing viewpoints, and that's understand. It's just everybody in the community, to be honest, might not look eye to eye when it comes to new updates, to new things. We all have different aspects, points of views when it comes to the game, and that's just because at the end of the day, each and every single YouTuber, each and every single person that plays this game cares about the game, cares about the decisions that KI integrates and they come up with the game. But I don't know, at the end of the day, I don't think that nobody honestly knows what's best for the game, except for the people who like invest money, who do PvP. But definitely they need to fix PvP, because the PvP system right now, it's a little bit messed up. So hopefully in the summer update, they kind of fix something, or I don't know. I'm gonna be making a separate video to talk about PvP and all that. So, but I don't want to make this video longer than it already is. So I'm just gonna cut it off here. Leave a like if you guys liked anything I said. Comment if you guys want to comment on anything I went over or if I missed anything. But they did tease us, like I said, the Flame Guardians and Crocotopia. It looks like they're going to be updating Crocotopia sometime in the near future, so keep up with that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for the new subscribers, guys. I appreciate it, and thanks for a lot for the amount of views that I get. I know my channel is small and all, but I honestly appreciate it, and I like the fact that I have a small channel because I never get any negative comments, and that's just like, I love it. Like, I could honestly just keep track of my progress with my YouTube channel when I go to my analytics page. So much love to all of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which is going to be of live PvP. Thanks so much, and yeah, bye.